today we're gonna focus on upper body exercises, a little bit of core, mixture of those two. So first of all, we're gonna start with some warm up, and for the warm up, we're gonna do exactly the same like the last time that we did. Let me just stand up real quick. So this is like a warm up that I do every time before any basketball weightlifting exercise. So it's just, we're gonna start normal with just our head movement. So you're gonna rotate our head on our shoulders like this. And do like a couple of, probably like 10 seconds in one way. And then switch to the other way. Okay. So the next thing is just our neck warm up as well. So you're gonna put your head to the one side slowly and try to touch your head with your shoulder and hold it for a couple of seconds and then alternate sides. Probably 3 to 4 times, alternate it, so you can feel the stretch in your neck and those muscles warming up. Okay, so now when our head is warmed up and our neck, let's try to warm up the shoulders because that's what we're gonna focus on. So let's start with just rotating our shoulder. You can choose whatever side you want to go. So you're just gonna do like between 10 and 15 of these one way. And then when you're done, you can go other way. Okay, so when you're done with that, you're just gonna put your hands like your hands on your shoulder like this, and then do exactly the same thing. So this will activate your back muscles and a little bit of your pecs. So again, 10 to 15 times in one way, and then the other way. Okay, good. So now when our shoulders are warmed up, let's warm up our core a little bit. Just a little stretch. So you're gonna put one hand on your hip and then the other hand just try to reach to the other side. And you should feel the stretch on your sides. So you can just do a little bit of couple seconds and then go to the other one. Let's do 3 times each side. 3 times should be enough. Okay, now when you're done with that, let's just do some hip mobility and warm up. So you're just gonna put your hands on your hips like this and just try to do that big rotation. You should feel stretch literally everywhere around your hips. So again, 5 to 10 times in one way, and then you can go other way. Okay, great. So the last thing that I want to do is just some balance stuff. I always do balance. Balance is the most important thing for any athlete, I think, and a person in general. So we're gonna start with you're just gonna stand on one leg and you're gonna raise. You can put it backwards or frontwards. It doesn't really matter where. So you can just raise one leg and try not to use your arms to balance. Try to use your ankle to balance your weight so you can feel those ankles forming up. It's a really good exercise for people who has a problem with their ankles and ankle mobility and ankle strength as well. It's really trying to activate those muscles. That's what I always do before any basketball activity. It's so important. So we're going to do 10 to 15 seconds on one, and then you can switch to the other leg. Oops, a little bit fell over there. Should really feel how your ankle muscles are trying to fight your weight. Okay, so the next set is a little bit harder. So you're going to do exactly the same thing, but just try to close your eyes. And if you trust yourself, you can hold it to something, but you'll feel it's a lot harder to do it when your eyes are closed. So let's go. I'm going to start with the left leg again. And try to close my eyes. Yeah, I'm a little bit rusty today. And now you should really feel your ankle trying to fight your weight. Same amount of time, so I'm gonna switch now to my other leg. Ooh. So my right leg is a little bit rusty. Okay, so that's enough. So let's just do some, the last thing that I want to do actually is you're gonna spread your legs and just try to touch your floor and feel those hamstrings a little bit warming up, and do it a couple of times. So reach, and then just pull up and try to flex your back muscles a little bit. Do it between 5 and 10 times. Just really feel the stretch in your hamstrings. It's really good exercise to warm it up. Okay, so now we're done with that. I just need to look at real quick how much time. Perfect. Okay, so I have 3 sets of exercises today, and while I'm explaining the exercise and while you're resting, I'm gonna try to explain your exercises. So the first 2 that we're going to do is you're gonna lay on your stomach, and basically what you'll do is activate our shoulders. So we're gonna go like this. So you're gonna put your arms like where your head is and just go forward. Try not to touch the floor, and then go back and just forward and back all the time. And the second exercise is going to be shoulder taps. So shoulder taps, we're gonna activate also our core with our shoulders a little bit. So shoulder taps is going to look like this. So you're gonna put on your feet, in your arms, and you're just gonna tap your shoulders and try to control your body to not go left and right as much. So if you're feeling that that's a little bit too hard, you can also as well just put your knees down, and that will also make you a little bit easier to do it. So you can go with your knees down and also try to tap your shoulders. So that's 2 of those. So we're gonna do 2 sets of these, and probably like 5 to 10 seconds a rest between those 2. So we're gonna start with our shoulder rate, like our hand raises. So we're gonna do between 10 or 15, depends on you, however you want and how you feel. So we're gonna start right now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You should really feel how your back muscles and your shoulder muscles are activating right now. 13, 14, 15. Now take a couple of seconds to rest and try to put yourself in this position for your shoulder taps. So as I said, you can use on your knees, which is a little easier. I'm gonna do on my ankles because that's harder for me, and that's what I do every time. So we're gonna touch your shoulders 16 times, 8 each side. Of course, if you can't do it that much, you can just do it less. It depends on you. Okay, so we're gonna start right now. In this exercise, you should feel your whole body, your shoulders, your core, your leg muscles activating. It's a really good exercise. 12, 14, 15, 16. Okay, when you're done with this, go back to the starting position. We're gonna do one more set of these. Take a couple of seconds, and then we can start. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these both exercises are focusing on your shoulders mostly. So you should really feel your shoulders burning right now. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So take a couple of seconds to rest, get yourself back in the starting position for shoulder taps. And we can start right now. Ooh, I really feel it right now. (14, 15, 16). Okay, so you can rest for a little bit while I'm explaining the other two exercises. So the other two exercises is going to be a basic push-ups. It's just going to be your hands are going to be a little wider than your shoulders, and basically what you'll do is just a normal push-up. So activate our back muscle. So it's going to be like this, and it's just a normal one. And if you can't do like with your feet, you can just put your knees down like this, and it will be a lot easier for you. And this is a modification that it can make it a lot easier, so you can do those as well. So we're gonna do between 10 and 15 again. And the second exercise is going to be I don't know how is this called in English, where you're gonna hold, like the first one, you're gonna hold your hands like this, but then you're gonna flex your shoulder muscles. Basically, it will look like this. So you're just gonna raise your arms up and down, up and down. And you should really feel your back muscles flexing that way. Okay, this perfect. Okay, so we're gonna start with the push-ups, 10 to 15, whatever you feel, and we're gonna start right now. Try to balance your breathing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay. We're gonna go back to our second exercise. Remember, take a couple of seconds and then you're just basically putting your arms up, flexing your back shoulders, your back muscles, my bad. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. Again, between 10 and 15, however you feel. Okay, take a couple of seconds to rest while you're trying to go back to your push-ups. We're gonna start in a couple of seconds again. So this is our second set. And now you should really feel your back's working right now. Your chest muscles. Okay, go. Okay, when you're done with your deadlift, be ready to go back to our shoulder raises. I don't know how to call them. I call them shoulder raises. So it makes sense for me. Okay, take a couple of seconds, 5 to 10, and then we can go right away. Ready, go. You should be really feeling your back muscles right now, how they're flexing. Your arms should be aligned with your head. No more further than that. When you're done, you can take a little bit of rest, 36 to 1 minute, while I'm explaining the last two exercises. So the last two, one of those is going to be like a shoulder push-ups. Basically, what you will have to do is just make an arch with your body like this, and put your feet up, and make an arch, put your hands back, and what you will do is just do a basic push-up. This one is the hardest one, so if you don't feel like you can do it, you can also put your knees down and try to raise your hips, and as well, you can do a push-up like that. So whatever you prefer more, you can do it. It's really good for our shoulder, that's like a shoulder killer. And the second one is going to be a mixture of last two that we did for our shoulders. So it's going to be straight hands up, and when you go back, you flex it, and then put it down again, and then up, flex, down, up, flex, down, up. So you should really feel your shoulder muscles that way. Shoulder press, you should do between 5 or 10, wherever you prefer more. Just check the time. Perfect. Okay, this is our last one, so we're gonna do 2 sets of these. So first one is between 5 and 10, and the second exercise between 10 and 15, whatever you prefer. Okay, so we're gonna start with make an arch with your body, and just push down and up, down and up. I need to You should really feel your back muscles and your shoulders working again. Yeah. This is really hard exercise. Okay. Now while you take 5 to 10 seconds to rest, while you're putting yourself in position for the second exercise. Okay, so as I said, it's a mixture. So we're gonna start with our shoulder raise and then our hand raise. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Take a couple of seconds to rest while you're putting yourself in position for the first exercise. Shoulder push-ups. So we're gonna do it again between 5 to 10 times. This will be our last set, so it's probably going to be hard. Okay, ready? Go. And the last one, shoulder press. Now you should feel your back muscles and shoulder. Okay, go. Woo! I finished mine. When you're done, put yourself in a position like this on your knees and your hands. We're gonna do just a little bit of stretch. So you're gonna put your arms like a little bit up front of your shoulders, and you're just gonna sit down on your legs. You try to stretch those back muscles, and then go forward and stretch your core like this. Good, and now go back and try to utilize your breathing. Try to take a deep breath. Do a couple more. Whew. Okay, you should be able to relax now and take a rest. Finished our small workout.